let's talk about this stuff. We got the Pauls out there. We got Terrifier. We got Sandman done after only 2 seasons, and they expected Sandman to go for a long time too, which is also one of those things that, of course, when your creator, when your showrunner, when the person behind it all has a bunch of SA allegations out there, of course you're going to have some issues with it actually moving forward, and that's what happened here. So they're like letting that be done after season 2. Did anybody watch Sandman? I didn't watch it, but there were so many great reviews about Sandman over there on Netflix. Like, people were, I tried watching the first episode. It was a little bit more like, it felt like it was too Twilight-y for me, guys. Like, like early on Twilight, like, like they're shivering in the sun and shaking and stuff and pulsating. I don't know. It's a bit too much for me.
Amazing and perfect is what you're saying.
Maybe that's what it is, Val. Maybe if you check it out, you should let me know, because I heard some great things about it. I couldn't get into it. And then like everyone's like, well, it's based off comics, and this Gaiman guy has so many people that are, I think it's like 8 women or something like that. A bunch of women are coming forward against him too, being like he was abusive. It sounds like he was like into dominatrix. That's what it sounds like to me, and it went a little bit too far for some women out there. So I mean, that's
it's all alleged, Brian. It's alleged.
No, it's all alleged. As we say about Diddy, allegedly, right?
As I said in Hot Takes, an alleged dirtbag.
Well, GR, do you think that's the right thing to do? Just cancel the show though when that happens?
Well, the guy that created the headline of it is a dirtbag. Why put his shit on the air?
Yeah, well, I think that's what they think too. They're like, well, you know what? Fuck this, And that's why they're being super quiet about it as well, letting it kind of like lax, and then it'll come out next summer, but like they're not gonna really advertise it at all, which is kind of a sucky thing. A fan of the Golden Age, Sandman Queen says, and a lot of people like the Sandman back in the day. So I don't know, like people like the show too. The Logan thing though too, we're talking about that, GR. Is this ever going to end? Are these guys going to become president someday, one of these guys? What do you think? I mean, they're everywhere.
In a word, no. Hell.
that sent you back a little bit. Just like...
Hey, to put it politely, they're a pair of clowns who got famous because they found something that people wanted to watch for a little while.
Yeah.
But his 15 minutes of fame that we're all allegedly going to get is long over now.
Yeah, GR is more interested in that Harvey Weinstein trial, right, GR?
Oh, yeah, good. Mr. Weinstein, we know where you're going to croak, right where you are, baby.
Yeah, I kind of believe it, GR. And Valarie, I'm probably, I'm not good at these rapper names. I'm like ASAP. I know he's ASAP Aprocky or whatever. What do you think about this? It's like Rihanna's there. People are talking about Rihanna more and she was just sitting there quiet, as opposed to, the friend being like, this guy just shot a bullet at me. Do you think this is a world that, for one thing, can like the Rihanna world and the fans actually save him from going to jail, or do you think that they might throw the book at this guy?
Oh, no. I mean, I feel like, unfortunately, he's going to be put away for probably like 24 years, because I think he, I may be wrong about this, but what I read was that he refused to take a plea deal that would get him like 8 years. But I think he's going to be going away for 24, which is just so disappointing, because it's like, I don't know. I was a big fan of him. Like, he has some really good music, and, he's got some pretty good albums. And on top of it, he's married to Rihanna, the most amazing woman in the history of the world. Like, has 2 like beautiful children with her. And it's like, oh my God, like, I just don't understand. How do you jeopardize that? You have a pretty good career. You have a beautiful partner, beautiful kids. Like, how do you not try to fight for that part of your life? It's just insane to me. It's just all upsetting, honestly. I like him as a rapper, as a, personality. It's sad.
But you can't get selective memory when you're on the stand in a trial for your own life, And that's what he did. I don't remember. Well, yeah. And pigs don't fly, do they?
Yeah, we remember. We know what happens there. People know. That's the thing. It's like, it just seems like this is just messy. Like, if firing a gun at somebody like that in Hollywood, like on Hollywood Boulevard, and you think you're going to be fine? Why? You think you're untouchable? It's like kind of the conversation we had last week too, Val. It's like, some of these people think they're untouchable because they've been around a long time and they can just get away with it. We talk about Marilyn Manson, but that happens. And maybe they think he's indestructible. And look, I think they're going to throw the book at him. I think they will.
No, absolutely. I think he's going to be going away for a while, which, that sucks. I mean, it is kind of crazy. Before all this happened, everybody just kind of like made jokes of like, oh yeah, like Rihanna and Rihanna's boyfriend, like he's not even rock. He's just Rihanna's boyfriend. He's just Rihanna's
boyfriend.
Yeah. But
they just have 2 kids, whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's so disappointing. I mean, yeah, you can't. I believe it was caught on camera, wasn't it? Like him at least gun, right? I
think there was something that they showed, but like it's still like a lot of like his interpretation of it. But some of it was caught on camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that it's just messy.
Their defense is saying like basically that there was no concrete evidence. I mean,
that's wild.
I mean, somebody pulls a gun and shoots somebody or shoots at somebody on Hollywood Boulevard.
There's a million cameras on Hollywood Boulevard, like all over CCTV stuff. I mean, there's no way that you wouldn't.
Plus 8 million phones when he's somebody like that is out. Well, right,
they had phones, and you start recognizing people. I mean, somebody's got to know something going on. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing's just like, I don't know if she's. I mean, if I'm certain because of her business. She's a businesswoman and stuff too. She's got to remain in some respects. I think like they probably, her team has probably, I would say, advised her to stay somewhat neutral about not, because she's been silent about this case. Yeah. So, and that's for reason, right? It's like not about not supporting him, but if she does say the wrong or do the wrong thing, now you're going to talk about she's going to have to have a reputation management team working with her because she has businesses she owns.
Right.
It's not just about, she's a public face an entity, so she has to worry about those types of things. Those are big deals, especially with, him, I don't know what he's involved with her, but other than being a rapper, and stuff. So he's a musician, or lyricist or whatever. But I think it's more like, they have to all, there's a different, like, set of standards for like musician, right, and stuff versus when you're a woman like her. She's a musician, she's a businesswoman, she's a kind of a mogul, she's an actress, like she's like a tripod, she can do like multiple things, and so she's got
multiple purposes.
She's multifunctional.
Multitasking. Yeah, there you go.
Multitasking, she's multifunctional. So anyone in those circumstances, they do have to be a bit, which I know we're going to dive into it later with the whole Lively situation, so I'll save some.
I definitely read. I skimmed through like a lot of that too, so I was like going through quite a bit, like the 100-page document. We'll talk about that, but that's a lot too.
There's some crazy stuff with that whole thing. I mean, I will add commentary then, so I'll save it. But the stuff too, like with the Weinstein, and I mean, I just like.
He doesn't want to die in prison, but of course he doesn't want to die in prison, but he kind of dug his own grave, Angela. I think he did a long time ago.
Like I said, if karma was a courtroom, this would be it. Like, here's the reaping what you sow, bud. Like, I mean, I don't have empathy of any kind for somebody who's a frickin' animal and like did disgusting.
I think he was Diddy's role model.
Who?
Diddy's role model.
He was Diddy's role model.
Probably. He was probably at the parties with them. I mean, they were friends, or they knew each other.
I could see him being there.
Now they can be cellmates with Big Bubba.
They might be GR. They really might be.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's just a lot with all of that Weinstein stuff, and it just keeps coming up, and like everyone's like, I don't think I think he's just gonna die. I think that's gonna happen. Like, he's already saying, I'm gonna die. I want this done now. I think he's gonna die during all this stuff. I don't think he's gonna last much longer. He's got that what is it? It's like bone cancer. He has something like that. So it's like a slow death, though, they were saying. So.
Like, he's got blood.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
It's like blood cancer. It's like a hematology.
Okay.
Like a hematological like cancer. So he's trying to. I mean, it's manageable. There's time. I mean, there's so many different cancers now that are like supposedly really, aggressive. But I'm certain he's got something going on, and they're probably maybe exacerbating it. I don't know, to make it seem like he's more unwell than he is, especially when there's conveniently another trial. I mean, it's just like. This guy's toast, it's over. Bye. Like,
nobody wants him out. Nobody wants him out. They're like, you know what?
Like, who wants him out? Like, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm sorry. I work in brand reputation, a part of everything else I'm doing, but I work in that side of things too. And I would not want to rehabilitate this man's reputation. It's freaking trash.
I don't think you could. Garbage. I don't care how good you are.
Like, I don't even know how it would take like. An entire, like, all of us would probably have to be dead for another group of people to come around and, like, figure out, like, okay, maybe we could try to, like, be okay with this person. But it just would never happen. So, I mean, obviously, that's a far-fetched fantasy, but not a fantasy anyone is wanting to have happen or come true by any means. He's just, bye, Weinstein,
Sorry, man. We've had enough of you. We've had enough of you.
Terrible knowing you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
didn't know you, and I'm glad I never did, because I wouldn't. If you ever touched me, I would have freaking chopped off your hands. Like, literally.
and I feel like he definitely did.
Decided to put me in, you piece of whatever. He gets this message. This is POS to Harvey Weinstein. Sucker. I'm just kidding. No.
You're done. You're done, buddy. You're done.
Karma.
Good point, Kira. And then this Michael Jackson thing, though, they're splitting it up, maybe 2 movies. Maybe that's the way to salvage it. I don't know. I just think that's a lot for a biopic, a 2-picture deal. I think that's a lot.
He did have a long. I mean, I would say other people have had very long lives too. I don't know if they really need to go super deep into his like how he got to fame. I mean, it's kind of a known story. Like, they could.
Who wants to hear about him? The fact he's a pedophile. We already knew that, and that's where the problem came up. They were going to mention that family, and we all know what happened.
Yeah, well, he was cleared though. He was still cleared though. He was still cleared in the eyes of the law. He was still cleared.
Yeah. Well. In the eyes of the law, case, you are a little tainted.
There's 700 others, Brian, that didn't make it to trial, and now they can't.
Yeah, they can't.
Didn't Macaulay Culkin though, like, stand up for him, or?
Oh yeah, he did. He 100% did.
Yeah.
A lot of people did stupid things back in the day.
Yeah.
Max seemed to really care for him.
Who?
What, Val? He goes by Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, Mac, yeah. Well, yeah, it sounds like it. I don't know. Maybe there was, I think, issues with his household and his home life, too. So I think, where you find reprieve, I mean, is where you sort of end up protecting, right? Like, where you seek salvation or refuge from other things in your life, you may protect people that aren't that great of people, though. So... Yeah. That's the thing that can get convoluted with that stuff, but I don't know. I'm not really interested in 2 biopics. I mean, I think you can just do one. We're getting on this biopic kick, which I think is. Obviously, it's nice to see people's stories, right, and all that jazz. But I think that's going to be it's kind of the theme now, right? Everyone's got a biopic.
Yeah.
It used to be. Remember, it used to be Eat True Hollywood Story, and now it's a biopic.
Yeah, I know. It's everywhere. That's all we do now. Yeah. Valarie, what were you going to say about Michael? I think you had something you were trying to say.
I just can't picture people like treating. I don't know. The thing that keeps coming to my mind is like, I don't know. Like, people were waiting for like Dune Part 2. Nobody's going to be waiting for Michael Jackson Part 2. you know? Nobody's gonna be waiting for the like part 2 with the trial and everything. I don't know. I can't imagine people going, seeing the first one and being like, man, I can't wait for the second one. I just really can't wait for this. You know? Because like even people that like
I want to see how this concludes.
Huh? I don't know. Even people,
I want to see how it concludes. No one's doing that, you know?
Oh yeah, exactly. Like even people that really, really love an artist or some like anybody that has a biopic, like I don't know, it's so hard to do them right. And this is just a really, I don't know, complicated one to even like attempt. You know, and 2 parts, that's very, very ambitious for a biopic, I think. Personally.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's really ambitious. What do you CGI for a new song or an
I think
album?
it's
What's that
overly
about,
ambitious.
Yeah.
It's absurdly ambitious. Like wasting a
oh,
lot of dollars here, people. Like, I mean, this is his money.
They've already done that. They're way over budget.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is everybody okay with audio? I think someone's writing something. Can everybody hear everybody?
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there was something weird here. Maybe it's an old thing. I see an old thing. Anyways, we'll see what happens with all that biopic. We'll keep you posted, guys, out there if it ends up being like a 2-parter. But as of right now, it's still 1. But the rumor is they're going to go with 2 to salvage it because they're tens of millions of dollars over budget already, and they want to get something out there. We'll have to find out. But great quick takes, everybody.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.